All right, in this video, we're going to go over how to set the Kyocera Copystar printer copier fax to a black and white only. So the way you want to do that is to left click on the little Windows icon, and you can start typing Control Panel, CONTROL, and you should see Control Panel pop up at the top. Just simply left click on that. And what we're looking for in this list, and you can take a look at this, it's going to be, by default, it's going to show up like that, but you can use the little drop down by View By, and then small icons. And the one we're looking for is going to be Devices and Printers, or Printers and Devices. And they're never as easy to find as you would think they would be, but here they are, Devices and Printers. So you want to left click on that and then go find the printer that you have that's going to be color. Hopefully you won't have quite as many as we do here, but in this particular case, we're going to right click on this and we're going to go to Printer Preferences. Now, if you get confused and you accidentally click on Printer Properties, there's a way to get there, and you can simply click on Preferences down here and that'll open up the correct window. But in this case, we're going to close this back up and we're going to right click on it and go to Printer Preferences. Now there's Properties down here at the bottom. You do not want to click on that one. It won't hurt anything, but it doesn't get you where you want to go. So let's go to Printer Preferences. And on the basic page up here at the top left, you see basic. You've got layout and some other options, but the one we're interested in is going to be basic. And you want to come over here to the right and make sure that this option is selected. And what this is going to do is from here on out, when you go to print on this, it's going to print in black and white by default unless you select color. All right, so once this is done, you want to click on the OK button, and then you're going to start printing from this point on in black and white only. So let's say, for example, let's bring up something. Simple notepad will do. We'll print some random text, and I'm going to show you what you'll need to do to print it in color. When you go to print, you hit print, you select your printer. Let's make sure we get the right one. It's got to be in here somewhere. That's the problem with having so many. That's the one. There we go. And then, so in this case, in this example, we want to print in color. So like I said, by default, it's going to print black and white because we made that change. But in this case, we want to print one in color. We hit Preferences, and then we come down here, select color, hit OK, and then we can print. And if this were a color document, it would print out in color. So now let's assume that everything worked okay and it printed in color in this time. Let's go back and check again. We're going to right click on the printer, go to Printer Preferences. And what we want to make sure here is that, yes, indeed, even though we printed that one job in color, it went back to being in black and white. So that's how you set your Kyocera Copystar printer fax copy machine into printing in black and white only. And you can go back in and change that anytime you want. If you have any questions, you can give us a call at 757-466-8862. And again, I'm Al with Atlantic Office Technologies. Thanks. And we will end it.